The San Antonio Spurs depth is terrifying because without three of their best players in Victor Wembenyama, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper, they were still able to go out last night and behind 25 from a guy like Keldon Johnson and 20 from Julian Champagnie. Of course, De'Aaron Fox has been hooping, but this Spurs team's depth is really scary. And to start, Mitch Johnson has been getting a lot of crap so far this year, but the fact that he won last night against a solid Hawks team without Wemby, Castle, and Dylan Harper shows a lot. The sets were really good last night, and even though Jeremy Sohan missed this, it was a really nice designed play here for really Vassell to get the ball going downhill, but Jalen Johnson actually jumps this, so Kelly Olynyk, being the veteran that he is, has a little show and go here, forces Onyeka Okongwu to step over, and Jeremy Sohan misses. However, as you did see, they were able to put it in. Now, the next play here, this is a whole lot of misdirection, kind of like a football type of play, but it ultimately ends with Harrison Barnes getting an uncontested dunk. So taking a look at this, we're going to get Barnes coming off a little screen from Fox, getting it to Cornette, and then we've got a little stagger action here for Devin Vassell. They run Vassell off the stagger, Dyson Daniels covers it up. And then we get into another down screen, but Harrison Barnes just slips it because the Hawks switch it, and it's a wide open dunk. Really nice call there. And then this was probably my favorite play of the night. If I was a coach, I'd probably put this one in because it starts out in the horns look, right, with Champagnie and Cornette at the elbows, and then Fox entering it into the post. Then Fox is going to go set a screen. Oh, wait, now Champagnie's going to turn around, and now we're into the same look that we were just at earlier with Olynyk whenever he took it right down the lane. And we've got Cornette setting a screen and rolling, Champagnie setting a screen and flaring. It's going to force Luke Cornette to come all the way over, or Luke Kennard, excuse me. Too many Lukes. And then Harrison Barnes knocks down the wide open three. Very nicely designed right there. Then we get into a little bit of a DHO, and I didn't know Champagnie had bounce like that. David Jones-Garcia really should be up higher because I think this is supposed to be kind of a zoom action. He kind of messed the play up, but it's fine. Champagnie gets downhill and dunks it. Maybe he didn't mess the play up. I don't know what the play call was, but that's what it looked like to me. And then right here we get the same look, and Sohan slips it for a dunk. Great job of Mitch Johnson. He gave him the same look a ton of times and did a bunch of different things out of it. And also, he's got his closer back in De'Aaron Fox, who is now back with the squad. And we saw vintage De'Aaron last night. Down the stretch, all throughout the game, he put up 26 points, 9 assists, had 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and did that in 31 minutes, while shooting 9 of 16 from the field and 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Now, he's only played in 7 games so far this year after he came back from injury, and the common theme of injuries for this Spurs team between Fox and Wemby continues. But over his last 4 games, he's averaging 26 and 8 with about 2.3 steals, shooting 51% from the field and 46% from 3 on 7 attempts. Safe to say, he's getting back into the swing of things. Tough 3 there at the end of the first half, and then finds Keldon Johnson slipping right to the rim. Beautiful pass. And then down the stretch, he is the closer. As you can see, 3 minutes left. It's a 13-point game. They need a couple buckets to put this one on ice. Where do they go? De'Aaron Fox. Wouldn't matter if it's a 13-point game or a 3-point game. It's going to De'Aaron Fox, and he's going to make the most of it. Gets the and one here with about 2:45 left to pretty much put an end to any Hawks comeback. Could have been a travel. He gets away with it, but I think Fox should be the closer as opposed to Wemby, just because guards generally close games. Now, yes, he's 7'5", but still, you can also run things for Wemby through Fox. Now, the depth without these 3 guys, which are 3 of probably their top 6 players, I'd say, is incredible. Devin Vassell stepped up last night. He's been solid so far this year. He put up 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 stocks in 30 minutes. Shot 6 of 11 from the field and 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. A guy that I always thought would be a long-time 3-and-D wing alongside of Wembenyama, and so far he has been. He just hasn't been as efficient as he ever was in that first year that Wemby came to San Antonio. 14 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 1.1 steals, shooting 41% from the field, 37% from 3. You will take that on 7 or 6 attempts, but you'd like to get it up to 38%, ideally 39%. He is cooling down a little bit as he started the year on fire, averaging about 16, 17 points a game on good efficiency. Over the last few, he's only averaged about 12, so hopefully he can get back into form. And really, all 5 of these wings are just really good depth for this Spurs team. But before we continue talking about it, make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, so if that is you, go ahead and fix that. Then let's take a look here at Harrison Barnes, who has also been very good. He's quietly one of my favorite players on this Spurs team because he has just been quietly a dog for him. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 of 13 from the field last night, so not his most efficient night, going 2 for 8 from 3, but we talked about this play earlier where he slips it right to the rim. He's currently averaging 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal in 30 minutes, shooting 54% from the field and 46% from 3 on 5 attempts. He has been a great 3-and-D wing for them so far this year, as has Julian Champagnie, his other partner in crime, who has been quietly a monster for this Spurs team. Without Wemby, without Castle, without Dylan Harper last night, Champagnie was their second leading scorer, putting up 20 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, and a steal in 30 minutes, and shot 7 of 13 from the field and 5 of 10 from beyond the arc. He was very good, to say the least. Little pick and pop action right here for him, knocking down the 3 ball and then getting out and running in transition and finishing the layup over Keaton Wallace for the 2, averaging 10.4 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and 1 steal, shooting 43% from the field and 39% from 3 on 4 attempts. He's been more than solid. As I said, a little kick up here into the 3 ball, and then right here getting downhill. Like I said, I didn't know he had that kind of bounce, but he does. Barnes and Champagnie are just perfect wings to have around a guy like Victor Wembenyama, who is so dominant. And then Keldon Johnson. People forget this dude is only 26 years old. It feels like he's been around forever because he was with the Popovich Spurs, with DeMar DeRozan in them, but he's averaging 12.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, and almost 2 assists with a steal, shooting 57% from the field, 30% from 3 on 3 attempts, and at 6'5", 220 pounds, he's just one of those guys that can go out there and be a winning player, use his body to his advantage, and help you win basketball games. And that's what he's been doing so far. The 3 ball hasn't been great, but occasionally he'll catch fire. Little shot fake, 1 dribble, knocked down, finishing with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist in 32 minutes. The San Antonio Spurs 9 of 12 shooting from the field because without 3 of their best players, Victor Wembenyama, Stephon Castle, Keldon Johnson, and Dylan Harper, really nice. They were still able to go out last night and behind 25 from a guy like Keldon Johnson huge and 20 last night. Now, Jeremy Sohan has been, of course, De'Aaron Fox not quite as much of a breath of fresh air. He's been decent, and really you can't take him off the court, or at least with the backups. He's not starting, but with the backups, you can't really take him off the court at 6'9" with that 7-foot wingspan and the way he plays defense. But he's only really averaging 7 points a game. Put up 8, 5, and 5 last night with 2 stocks in 21 minutes. Has been solid, rolling right to the rim right here with the dunk. And then David Jones-Garcia. I mean, the depth, the undrafted free agents, they come from everywhere in San Antonio, it feels like. They always have one, and this dude was pure hooping last night. He finished with 12 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals in 18 minutes, and shot 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. He was exceptional for him. When they were missing 2 of their 3-point guards, David Jones-Garcia played so that Jordan McLaughlin didn't have to. No disrespect to Jordan McLaughlin, but David Jones-Garcia is a little bit better. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video.